I'm here with the writer of Today Nothing Happened and Ruin Writers, Shazzbaa. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Can you please tell us how you got into making comics?
Wow, okay. I graduated from the Savannah College of Art and Design with a degree in sequential art, so that's probably part of where that came from. But I've always basically liked stories, and I liked drawing, and so it was my mom who suggested, well, why don't you look at maybe doing comics as stories? And from there on, I was kind of pushing towards it. When I found out it was possible to study it, I went for that, and then just started doing webcomics so I could get my stories out to people. So that's pretty much it.
Was there any works that inspired you when you were growing up?
Oh gosh, I don't know, because I didn't read a lot of like superhero comics or anything. I had the old like illustrated fairy tale comic books and the old like Donald Duck comic books and like weird back stuff like that. But no, after that I didn't read a lot of comics, I just had stories to tell. Recently I started getting into webcomics, I started getting into things like Kate Beaton's comic influenced my diary comic a lot. So Today Nothing Happened has a lot of the influence of kind of her timing and her humor style. There's a few fantasy comics I really was inspired by. I know The Meek is a big one, Hannah's Not a Boy's Name was a big one. There's a bunch of different stuff that mostly webcomics that I really liked and wanted to emulate in my work. So
you got showing off two books here today, so let's go with the older one first. Can you tell us a little bit about Today Nothing Happened?
Today Nothing Happened is a journal comic. It started when I was in college. I had to do 30 days of a journal comic as a class project, and I loved it so much, and my friends were enjoying it so much that I just kind of kept going. It's for 4 years, actually. So it covers my graduation, it covers me moving back in with my parents and then moving out and getting a job and the whole thing. But a lot of diary comics are kind of like, you know, here's my life, it's just a diary. For me, I wanted to focus on kind of the upbeat, funny things in life, because I think that even when you don't exaggerate or change anything, life is kind of hilarious. So it's meant to be as funny and upbeat as possible, and I have a lot of fun with it.
So, how much of it is strictly autobiographical?
Every bit of it. Everything that happens in that comic is completely 100% true. Every dialogue is as close as I can remember it actually being. It's just things actually are as entertaining as they seem to be. So no, it's completely autobiographical. Nothing's exaggerated. It's just from my ridiculous point of view.
And your newest comic, Ruin Writers, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Ruin Writers is about a deaf girl trying to help her shape-change her friend fix an embarrassing magical mistake. It's a fantasy comic. It's a story I've been working on for a long time and I've really wanted to tell. I like stuff just about communication and communicating with people who are hard to communicate with, so there's a whole lot of that in the comic. Obviously one of the main characters is deaf, one of the later characters can't speak, and there's a bunch of other mishaps along the way. So it's a lot of fun.
Is it harder for you to write fantasy after writing the autobiographical works?
Not at all, actually. The autobio comics were kind of more of a step out of my usual stuff for me, because all my life I've been telling stories with dragons and magic and fantasy creatures. That's kind of always been my thing. And so then when I stopped and did Today Nothing Happened, that was the thing where I was really stretching my boundaries and doing something new. Ruin Writers is what I've really wanted to do for a long time now. So.
And do you have any plans for after these books? Any new books coming out?
Oh gosh, right now mostly just more of Ruin Writers, because it is an ongoing series. It's going to be going on for a while now. I have a few books planned for that one, so I'm just working on that one. I have plans for the future, but you know, mum's the word on those right now. If you look at my work on my website, then there actually are some hints of, oh, here's some character designs I'm working on, but nothing official yet.
Well, thank you very much for talking with us, and I hope you have a great Comic-Con.
Thank you so much. It was awesome.